up, my love. Wake up, my love, for your light is bright. Your light is bright. Your light is bright. Your light is bright. Wake up, my love, for your light is bright. Your light is bright. And even though I might feel like I'm alone, but in my heart I know that I'm already home. And even though I might feel like I'm alone, but in my heart I know that I'm already home. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da,
Let's sing together. Before I ask Aryeh to play something for the Chevra and for Eliezer, let's sing together. It'd be weird not to sing V'atem Tiuli. I don't like being weird. I made like a decision recently to stop being weird. And on the Yom HaMiyuchas, not to sing V'atem Tiuli would be bizarre. Today is called in the Jewish calendar Yom HaMiyuchas. That's what it's called. The second day of Sivan is Yom HaMiyuchas. Why are you looking at me funny?
I'm not. I decided that I'm going to stop looking at people funny.
It's Yom HaMiyuchas today. What is Yom HaMiyuchas, Chevra? It's the second day. We came to Midbar Sinai. The first day Hashem gave us didn't do anything. The first day is be present, be present. Do you ever? This is not. I'm literally not making fun. Literally. I don't see it this way. I understand what they're doing. Did you ever have a Rebbe, day one, you come to class after a whole summer and he just starts learning and all of a sudden he's like saying shir? Also he's saying shir and you're sitting there, there's like a discomfort and there's a certain style like that Hashem doesn't work that way. I hear he's trying to say how Torah is important. He's right. Talmud Torah Keneged Kulam. But there's a person connecting to Torah, relating to Torah. It's interesting, the day we came to Har Sinai, day one, there was nothing. Day one, there was nothing. It says, we rested mishum tircha d'derech, Avrami. We rested because of the road. Now, what is that? Like, okay, give an hour, give a half hour. Hashem's like so easy on the people. We rested, day one, we came to Har Sinai, we rested. It's not yet time to, okay, let's go. Like, be present. Hi, shalom aleichem. How's it going? Like, there's people, two people meet. I like two chavrus to sit down. Like, they see each other, they notice each other. There's a good morning, there's a presence. Then from that space, let's do it. Let's go. From that space. From the space of a person looking at a Gemara, diving in. Hashem, on the first day we came to Midbar Sinai, we rested, we were present, we all acknowledged each other. Hashem acknowledged us, we acknowledged Hashem. There was nothing day one. Tircha d'derech. We just had traveled, we just came. That was step one. In halacha, it's asur, by the way. If a Rebbe comes to yeshiva, you're not allowed to ask him till he sits down. It's halacha. It's a din. You're not allowed to ask her. It's the same Inyan. Whoa, like whoa. 1 second. Like, let's chill, let's relax, let's meet, let's settle, let's notice each other, let's smile. So that's day one. There was nothing. Day two, I shouldn't say it was nothing. There was everything. I shouldn't say there was nothing. There was everything. There was an acknowledgement of people. There was shalom aleichems. People they were singing "Wake Up, My Love." That was day one. There was everything that day. Day number two is called Yom HaMiyuchas. It's the day Hashem taught us and promised us V'atem tiuli mamleches kem. That's today. That's happens today, not happened, happens today, is Va'atem Tiuli Mamleches Kehanim V'Goy Kadosh. That's when Hashem promises us that we're going to be a special people. The Kabbalah Satira, Hashem says, you're my people, Am Yisrael, and you're going to be Ba'atem Tiuli Mamleches Kehanim V'Goy Kadosh. That's called the Yom HaMiyuchis. That's today, the second day of Sivan. So let's sing that together, just not to be weird, Yehuda. We have guests here. Guests, so there's not a guest, but let's not be weird. So let's sing Ba'atem Tiuli. Let's go, Shlomo, let's go.
Mamlechas Koyanim V'Goy Kadosh V'Atem Te'olim Mamlechas Koyanim V'Goy Kadosh
Let's go. Mamlechas Koyanim V'Goy Kadosh Mamlechas Koyanim V'Goy Kadosh V'Atem Tili Mamlechas Koyanim V'Goy Kadosh Mamlechas Koyanim V'Goy Mamlechas
Koyanim, Vigai Kadosh Mamlechas Koyanim, Vigai. Yankim. We'll do a low part, then you and you do the high part.
Mamlechas Koyanim, Vigai Kadosh.
Viviatem, Yankim, let's go, you and Yehuda. Marty, you're not Koyanim, Vigavavai Kadash, Viatem Teyolim, Mamlechas Koyanim, one more time, Vigavavai Kadash, Mamlechas Koyanim, Vigai Kadash, Viatem Teyolim, Mamlechas Koyanim, Vigai Kadash, Mamlechas Koyanim, Vigavavai Kadash, Viatem Teyolim, Mamlechas Koyanim, Vigai Kadash. Beautiful, those harmonies. Gorgeous. Aryeh, maybe you'll do a song for Eliezer. Shlomi, could Aryeh do a song for Eliezer?
It's like, when did
Shlomi, that was cool.
get possessed by Frank Sinatra? I thought Rebbe's not doing weird things. What was that? You heard that?
That was amazing, huh? Simcha, that was amazing.
Hard, sophisticated, delicious, brilliant. Showcase.
Sophisticated.
No? Fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting, you heard that?
Yeah. That's not Aryeh.
Yeah, that would have been weird. Bro.
As you were telling
Over here, I don't know what to do. Every time that I try, nothing ever goes through. What can I do to change anything? I'm just a kid, so nobody listens. What can I do to make a change? I've got good ideas, but nobody listens. It's like I'm talking to a wall. Can anybody hear my call? It's too much for me to handle all alone. I need someone else to pick up the phone. Why can't I be the one to have fun? My childhood's over, real life has begun. It's like I'm talking to a wall. shame. I know that there's more, it's calling my name. This is not the life I signed up for. Why can't I get myself up off the floor? I'm stuck over here. I don't know what to do. Every time that I cry, my emotions flow through. What can I do to change anything? I'm just a kid, so nobody listens. What can I do to make a change? I've got good ideas, but nobody listens. Feels like I'm talking to a wall. Can anybody hear my
Can you do Kilak Toiv again? Thank you, Arya. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Arya. I want to sing a song on this, the Yom HaMyochus. The day we're like really gearing up for Kabbalah Satire in a couple of days. So I wanted to ask Yehuda to play this and sing with the Chaver the following song. My Rebbe was a Talmud of Rav Aaron Kotler. And Rav Aaron Kotler taught a generation. Rav Aaron came to America. The world was not similar. America did not look anything like it looks today. Somebody goes to Lakewood today, there are thousands of Torah Dika homes. Thousands and tens. Is it fair, Aryeh, is it fair to say tens of thousands in Lakewood?
70,000.
What?
70,000.
How many?
70,000.
70,000? Remarkable. Lily says 70,000. Is that the number? How do you know that, Lily?
Somebody told me to search up.
That's cool. That's yeah. So I want you to hear this, that Rav Aaron was teaching Torah. The whole scene in America was very, very, very different, Avi. It was hard to find B'nai Torah, yeshiva guys. It wasn't what was going on. I don't say it doesn't exist, and Yidden are precious. There was a very, very famous Yid who got up publicly and he said cutlerism won't survive on these shores. I know who the Yid is who said it. He didn't believe, and he was like, it wasn't the smartest prediction in history, but when he saw Rav Aaron fire and Eisha Torah, and this is not happening here. It's not working here. And Rav Aaron learned Torah. Rav Aaron loved Torah and learned Torah together with American kids, and they revolutionized the whole country. My Rebbe was very, very close to Rav Aaron, and my Rebbe had a beautiful, beautiful voice. And Rav Aaron would ask him to sing Lulei Sarascha. And he would sing it for Rav Aaron. He would look for him in a big crowd. He'd say, Rabbi Yechiel, Lulei Sarascha. And he would sing for Rav Aaron and start Lulei Sarascha, a song Rav Aaron appreciated. It's from David HaMelech. Lulei Sarascha Shashui. Without Torah, my toy, Azavad Shashui is my delight, my toy, that which excites me. Azavadati V'ani, I'd be lost in my affliction. And Rav Aaron would ask my Rebbe to sing that song. My Rebbe Tzvi sang that song with us a few times a year. We sang, there were very memorable times. I sang it with my Rebbe many a Purim. I sang the Lulei Sarascha song with my Rebbe other times during the year, different times during the year. We sang this song. There was a lot of Islavos. I felt this connected us to my Rebbe and back to Rav Aaron, to his Rebbe. So I want to sing this with the Chevra, together with the Chevra Yisrael, if we could sing this beautiful song that my Rebbe was zeicher to sing for Rav Aaron all the time.
Hey beya ani lo lay sayras sha shua ya babas havadeti. I'd like to learn a Gemara. We're singing about Torah, so I want to learn a piece of Torah. I plan to go elsewhere, but this is what came to me during Lulei Seirascha. So I would like to learn this with the guys before Rebezi's presentation. I first want to welcome. It means a lot. I saw him this morning. I nearly fainted. To welcome Yaakov Koko back home. Hashem. This I consider Durham a very, very blessed place. Hashem keeps like bestowing many, many blessings. Each guy in the yeshiva is a bracha, is a crazy, crazy bracha. My wife and I was amazed. There are many yeshivas that have natural feeders. They have a certain elementary school that feeds into them, and it's very natural. We're a place that isn't even a 9th grade, and people come. Everybody's an ace who comes. It's not like a place that like this elementary school is sending here. Each one's an ace, and I think we're one of the most blessed yeshivas, one of the most blessed places on earth. And thank you so much, Moshe. Thank you, Moshe. And one of the blessings, one of the great, great blessings we ever got. I'll never forget the first meeting I had with Yaakov Koko on Zoom. He was sitting in South Africa in his house. I was sitting in my study in Blue Ridge, and our first meeting, I was like, wow, this guy's impressive. A very smart, very, very impressive person. I'm thankful Yaakov learned here for a number of years. I'm thankful he's back. We're working on keeping him back from now through the end of next year till his shidduch. But I want to welcome, Yaakov Koko back home. Yeah. If I can learn a piece of Gemara with the Chevra, I want to share something on this Gemara, but I want to really learn a piece of Gemara. Yankov, I want to learn with you, Yankov. Could we learn together? Let's study a piece of Gemara like we never heard this piece of Gemara before. Let's learn it now. You and I aren't the same guy, Avi, who learned this Gemara before. Let's do it. Tzvi, let's learn this Gemara together. It's a Gemara Chav Beis Amud Beis in Makkos, Dani, and the Gemara says as follows. The Mishnah says a chiddush nifla, a wild chiddush. Kama malkin, I say, how much malchus do you give somebody who transgresses a lav? Somebody who's over a lav in the Torah, loisa say, how many lashes do they get? Says the Mishnah, Arbaim chaser achas, 40 minus 1. That's a very weird way of talking. Why would a Mishnah say 40 minus 1? We're counting Sfira. Today's the 46th day of the Omer. I don't know anybody who said today is 47 minus 1. It's 46. We counted. We said, Hayoim Shisha v'arbaim yoim. Shem Shisha shvois v'arba yomim loimer. Nobody counted. It's 46, which is 6 weeks and 4 days. Nobody said today is 47 minus 1. Nobody counts like that. So why would a Mishnah say, Kamu Malkanas Arbaim Chaser Achas? The pshat is because it's really a chiddush. It says 40 minus 1 because be'emes, the pasuk says, B'mispar Arbaim Yakenu. God says in the Torah, hit the guy 40 times. In the Torah, the state, it says in the Torah to smack a guy who's over a lav 40 times. Comes the Chachamim and they have a chiddush nifla. Ma'avi comes the Torah says Arbaim Yakenu, hit him 40 times. The Chachamim have a wild chiddush. Says the Gemara, my time, why is it 40 minus 1? Iksiv Arbaim b'mispar. If it said 40 the number, so that would mean 40. But since it says b'mispar arbaim, the word before arbaim yakenu is b'mispar. The number 40 is a weird way of talking. Says Chazal, it means the number that brings you to 40. It means 39.
Chazal say a while drasha that it doesn't mean 40, it means 39. So that's the Gemara's drasha, that it's the number brings you to 40, not 40. Now the Chachamim did in a wild drasha, understanding the Rebbeinu Shalom in the Torah, it says Hidagai Avila 40 times. Chazal made a drasha that it said the number 40, it means the number that brings to 40, 39. So Chazal lowered it one less hit. That's what Chazal did. That's why the Mishnah says, how many makas do you give a guy? 40 minus 1. It spoke in such a strange language, it didn't say 39, is because the Torah Shloimeh says 40. And the Rabbanan minused it 1, Ben, the Rabbanan put it down to 39. Now here it gets started. Says the Gemara. Says, Omar Rava said, Kama tipshoi shar inshi. How tipshus, how stupid. Kama tipshoi, what a tipshus, what a stupidity, shar inshi. The remainder of the people. Some people are so foolish, says Rava, Dikaimi mikamei sefer Torah. They stand up for a Torah comes into the room and they stand up. That's right, they're right. They stand up for a Torah. V'loi kaimi mikamei gavra rabba, but they don't stand up for a learner of Torah. Gavra rabba, great man. How stupid are people that stand up for a Torah, but they don't stand up for a Gavra Rabba, a great person, a learner of Torah. And Rava says it's such a tipshus, but then he speaks out. The ilu b'sefer Torah ksiv, in the Torah it says, Arba'im, 40, v'as Rabbanan batzu chada, and the Rabbanan lessened it, 1. Somehow, since the Rabbanan, in a way, I don't want to say they're more powerful than the Torah. That wouldn't be true, but the Torah said 40 and the Rabbanan put it for 39, and you don't stand up for the Rabbanan? How stupid. It's interesting. He picks a specific drasha. Now, he could have picked any drasha. He could have said, you stand up for the Torah, not Chazal. The Torah says many things which Chazal darshan. But he picks this one that the Torah says hit somebody 40 times. Chazal say no, only 39 times. And you don't stand up for a Gavra Rabbah, for a great person. Now, frek the Ran, the following kasha, Zevi. Frek the Ran, the following, Yisrael, the Ran, a Rishon asks the following kasha. How do we know Yisrael? Does it ever say in the whole Torah to stand up for a Torah? Never one says to stand up for a Torah. What does it say in the Torah to stand up for who? A learner of Torah. It says, V'adarta pnei zakim, pnei seva takum, stand up for an old man, an old person. I see sometimes at weddings, I like a lot the custom that the grandparents walk down the aisle. I like it a lot. Some weddings have it, some not. I think it's very cool. I like the grandparents walking down the aisle a lot. I can say, you'll see at your own weddings, you don't always have say over this. But I think it's very, very cool the grandparents walk down. They're like the pride of the family. They're the Yehud. I like the grandparents walking down the aisle. There's something prestigious and dignified. The matriarch, the patriarch of the family. I happen to like that look. I have seen grandparents walk the aisle and nobody stands up. It bothers me to no end. It's a mitzvah daraisa when they say v'takum. The chasna and kala walking down is a shaila why we stand up. I'm not saying not to. I'm not a shticky guy. Stand up for the chasna and kala. First of all, when in Rome, if everybody else is standing up, you stand. Why should you stand up? Some say because the chasna's daima l'melech, and you stand up for a king. Others say the reason is because they're on the way to a mitzvah. Rav Yankov said that somebody's on the way to a mitzvah, you stand up for them. Rav Yankov zushtal de bikurim. So definitely stand up for the chasna and kala. That's what people do. Don't be different than other people. But then the Zayda and the grandparents of Adi have to stand up. It's a mitzvah daraisa. And they say v'takum, stand up, rise. So they say v'takum, and then the end of the pasuk is v'adarta pnei zaken. V'adarta pnei zaken is to give cover to Talmud Chacham. And there's a chiyuv daraisa, mitzvah daraisa, to stand up for a learner of Torah. How do we know you stand up for the Torah? It's a Kal V'chomer. If you stand up for a learner of Torah, certainly you stand up for the Torah itself. So Eliezer, which is more important, to stand up for a learner of Torah? The Torah, it's a Kal V'chomer. If you stand up, Avrami, for the learner of Torah, so Frek the Ran on this Gemara, why does Rava say they're stupid? Kama tipshoy sharanshi. They're so dumb. They stand up for the Torah and not the learners of Torah. It's not dumb at all.
Aren't they wrong?
They're wrong, not dumb. Don't call them dumb. They're wrong because they're breaking a pasuk. But he says, Kama tipshoy. What a tipshus. What a stupidity. Stupid, it's not. Stupid, it's not. It's mivur in the Gemara that it's a bigger inyan to stand up for Torah before the learners of Torah. Because the source we stand up for Torah, Zevi, is if you'll stand up for a learner of Torah, Kal V'chomer. All the more so, you should stand up for Torah. So you see, Torah is bigger than a learner of Torah. So then why does it call them tipshim? Frek the ran, a bomb kasha. What's the tipshus? What's the stupidity? They're not stupid at all. If I cared, it would be tipshus if they stand up for learners of Torah and not Torah. The opposite would be a tipshus. You stand up for a learner of Torah, not the Torah itself. But if you stand up for Torah and not the learner of Torah, you're actually smart. You're a shtick, okay. Sensible. You're not right, but it's sensible. You're standing up for the more important thing. So what's Rabbi saying? Kama tipshoy shar inshi. What a stupidity that people stand up for Torah and not the learner of Torah. Now I want to say, anybody reading this Gemara knows there's some, and I want to think about this kasha. I don't like, I don't want to just like say a word. Be'emes reading this Gemara, it's really a kasha. The Ran's kasha is a bomb kasha. What's the stupidity? They stand up for Torah and not the learners. They're wrong. Why is that stupid? When the Gemara says it's stupid, the Gemara says a specific thing. It says because the Torah says 40 and the Gavra Rabbah puts it to 39. The Gavra Rabbah put it down to 39, not 40, put it to 39. He lowered it from 40 to 39, the Gavra Rabbah. Somehow that drasha, clearly there's some connection to that drasha. You don't give 40 lashes. No 40 lashes, 39. It's not 40. Somehow, since the Talmud Chacham put it from 40 to 39, there's a tipshus not to stand up for him. What shaykh is to that drasha? Somebody once had a discussion. There was once a discussion in a Beis Medrash. This discussion happens in many places in the world. What's considered a Gavra Rabbah? Who's considered? In Radin, in yeshivas, when a big tzaddik, a big gadol's nifter, there are eulogies. Every yeshiva in the world has eulogies. A gadol was nifter. There have been many, many debates, Zevi. Somebody's nifter and yeshivas, do they give a eulogy or not? When a gadol's nifter, I remember when Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach was nifter, or Moshe Feinstein. Where Moshe Feinstein was nifter, my father brought me to Yeshiva Far Rockaway, and my Rebbe had the entire yeshiva sit on the floor. After davening, I was in 6th grade. The entire yeshiva was sitting on the floor of Yeshiva Far Rockaway. My Rebbe was on the floor in the front. My Rebbe was trying to speak. He couldn't get a word out. He was bawling like a baby. My father woke me up that morning. He was crying. I thought, I'm saying this, my grandparents in Olam Haba, I wouldn't talk like this if they were alive. I thought both my grandparents were nifter. The way he woke me up, I thought there was a car, 6th grade. My father was crying, pouring tears. Reb Moshe was nifter, he couldn't manage. After davening Shachris, an hour later, he was on the left-hand side. I was looking at him. My father was still crying like a baby an hour later, like a baby, pouring tears, sitting on the floor. The entire Beis Medrash was on the floor, and my Rebbe was trying to speak. I remember what he said. But he was crying, trying to get out words, struggling to get out words. Moshe was nifter. I remember during second Seder, Reb Shlomo Zalman Auerbach was nifter. We were in the middle of learning second Seder. My Rebbe walked into the Beis Medrash, tore a kriya, and sat on the floor. and Reb Shlomo Zalman's nifter. So big Gedol and big tzaddikim on nifter. Yeshivas across the world have eulogies. In Radin, there was a huge debate. A big tzaddik, a big person was nifter, and the Chavetz Chaim, who wasn't a Rashiv, the Chavetz Chaim was a working man. The Chavetz Chaim operated a store, but the yeshiva listened to the Chavetz Chaim. The yeshiva listened. The Chavetz Chaim ran Klal Yisrael. The yeshiva listened to him. One of the Rosh Yeshivas was Naftali Trupp, the Granat, Naftali Trupp. And when a certain person was nifter, a whole discussion, why are we not having eulogies here? And people, he's not an Adam Gadol. So it's always a discussion, what's a Gavra Rabbah? What's a big person? What does it mean? A Gadol. We throw around the word a Gadol, a Gadol, a Gadol. What does a Gadol mean? What is a Gadol? The word Gavra Rabbah in this Gemara, Gavra Rabbah, big person. So one thing I want to say is that if he makes it easier for people, if people are happy or more comfortable, that's Shaykhs to Gadlus. Here, a Gavra Rabbah is supposed to get 40, Malchus only 39. Somebody who makes it easier. Now, obviously, I promise I don't like being shallow. There's something deep going on, not 40, 39 lashes. That's how the Gemara is. You don't stand up for somebody who the Torah says 40 and he says 39 lashes. I guarantee there's a pshat 40 to 39. What's happening? Klur, there's a pshat 40 to 39. My suspicion, I'm not saying this as the word, I'm looking into this. My suspicion is 40 has to do with the complete Yitzira. Arbaim Yonim Koinim Yitzira Savlad. 40 is the complete construction somehow. And them saying he only needs 39 lashes is saying he's not puzzle, he's still in. Doesn't need 40, doesn't need a new construction. I think Eliezer, it's Mashu Kazeh. Anybody who sees a chayte is still in, that's like shaykhs to Gavra Rabbah. They see he doesn't need 40 lashes. No, it's not a new construction. It's 39. There's fixing, but not a new construction. 40 is a new construction. They only need 39. So they still see the person as a wonderful person. That's shaykh to a Gavra Rabbah. The reality is, I want to know what's pshat in this Gemara. What's the tipshus? Why are they stupid? Why are they stupid that they stand up for the Torah and they don't stand up for a learner of Torah? So I don't know the answer. It's a Rishon's Kash. I could tell you some answers. I want to tell you something that hits me, and maybe that's the Gemara means Avrami. Maybe. I don't know. It's a bomb Kasha the Ran's asking. I want to suggest to the Chevra that when Hashem handed us the Torah, the angel said, what are you giving the Torah to human beings? Now, giving it to us doesn't mean we're holding it. Anybody who's learning first Seder with us, Lav Bashamayimi, giving us Torah doesn't mean we hold it. It means we become very attached to the Torah. It means our opinion in Torah matters. It means loy bashamayim, and it matters the human being's approach and what we see. We're part of Torah, we're connected. Giving us doesn't just mean I'm holding it. It means I have a say in what it says in here. It matters how the human being says it. And the angels go crazy that Hashem hands us the Torah. And Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu on Peiches and Shabbos to answer the angels. Why do we have Torah, Avi? And Moshe Rabbeinu tells the angels that the Torah has a transformative power, and you can't be transformed by Torah. Rev Hirsch says the word Torah means from conceived, to give birth to. The Torah gives birth, it changes the learner of Torah. And you angels aren't capable of being changed. You angels aren't like that. You don't have challenges. You don't have weaknesses. The human being, the Yid who learns Torah is transformed. The Torah is Miraimim, and it's Megadol. So the very reason we have Torah is for what it does for the learner of Torah. So I want to say the stupidity. The Torah comes into the room and you respect it. Whoa. We only have it because of what it does to the learner of Torah. The stupidity is it wouldn't be here. Do you understand? So if you don't respect the learner of Torah and you respect Torah, it shouldn't be here. You're stupid because l'shitascha, it shouldn't be here. It's only in the room because of what it does for the learner of Torah, Abi. So the stupidity is you're respecting it. If I could say like this, if I could put something to our world, I don't want to like force. There's a mushal. But I don't want to force a mushal. There's nothing worse than a bad mushal. Like an idea was clear and you make it less clear with a bad mushal. So it's not. I don't have a great mushal for this. But this nekuda, we only have the Torah. It's only by us for what it does to the learner of Torah. And then you respect the Torah. Whoa. No learner of Torah you don't respect. See, you're clueless. We only have it for what it does for the learner of Torah. That's why Torah is here. That's why Hashem gave the Torah, because Meraymin and Megadol. So to respect Torah and not to respect the learner of Torah is a tipshus. Not because the learner is bigger than Torah, it's not. But it's only here for what it does to the learner of Torah. There's a tipshus in that. Now it doesn't explain why we need the learner of Torah. It says 40, put it down to 39. Why we need that aspect, I admit. I'm not saying pshat in that, and that needs a pshat, I promise. But I am saying the tipshus is the Torah is only here for what it does to the learner of Torah. And as such, to stand up for Torah and not for the learner is a tipshus. Because we wouldn't have it and it wouldn't be here but what it does for the learner of Torah. And I wanna say this to us all. I don't want, it's a geshmak pshat. I think there's an emes. I want to say to this to us all, and I think this is the 40 to 39. Why it brings that in? Because the Chachamim interpret Torah and it changes the Chachamim and allows them to say pshatim in the Torah. I think the 40 to the 39 is the person's not shlugged up. 40 is a new aschala. You don't need 40 lashes. You don't need a new aschala. And the point is that the person is huge, and then Hashem gave Torah to a person. There's hope in the person, the mensch, and there's somebody who's capable of being Miraymim and Megadol. I want us all to know in these days, headed to Kabbalah Satira, that we're an excellent shidduch for Torah. And the Yid learns Torah, is elevated. The Torah is Miraymim and Megadol, a Yid. That's just true. It remains ever true. The Torah's impact on a Yid and the way the Torah elevates a Yid. Yehuda started today's shir with Eitz Chaim He. I observed on my parents, two American kids, I see on my parents, two people who grew up here. Very, very Americanized. They both decided to learn Torah and to commit Torah. And I saw two people who have become very, very, very large from Torah, from learning Torah, from studying and being loyal to Torah. The Torah is Miraymim and Megadol, a person, Arein Shit, to tremendous shiurim. And the standing up for a learner of Torah is the recognition that the Torah is Miraymim and Megadol, a person. And to stand up for Torah and not to stand up for the learner of Torah in a certain way is a bizayin for the Torah itself. You're a confused person. The tipshus is, are you really even mechabed the Torah? The Torah's beauty is what it does to people. It's the reason we have it for what it does to people. In a certain way, this is the tipshus, is you're not really mechabed the Torah. Its beauty and its power is what it does for the learner of Torah. Things are interesting. Why didn't the Torah say to stand up for the Torah and just says stand up for the learner of Torah? Why didn't it say stand up? See, Yisrael, I have a theory that it would be awkward for the Torah to say stand up for me. It's awkward. It's an awkward zach. A Talmud Chacham will never say stand up for me. He'll teach us to stand up for a different Talmud Chacham. I don't think Rabbi Yash would say, when I come in, Rabbi Yash would say, my son-in-law, Rabbi Chaim, comes in. Rabbi Chaim would say, my father-in-law, Rabbi Yashiv, comes in. So the Torah doesn't want to say stand up for it. It's too awkward to ask for covet for yourself. But I don't think that's the pshat. In the world of truth, ask for covet for yourself. If that's true, says, why doesn't the Torah say stand up for the Torah?
Oh, you don't.
Now you could ask, it's a kal v'chomer, but milsa the asya the kal v'chomer tarich v'kasav lakra. It's all over Shas that even something that can be learned out of a kal v'chomer, you say in open pasuk. So why is there no pasuk to stand up for the Torah? I think the deepest kavod Torah is to stand up for a learner of Torah. Because that's the power of Torah, that it transforms and elevates Am Yisrael, who learns Torah, who are loyal to Torah. That is the kavod, that's the deepest kavod Torah. Yeah, of course, stand up for the Torah itself. But the deepest expression of kavod Torah is to stand up for the learner of Torah. And when you stand up for Torah and not the learner, there's a tipshus because you're not really mechabed the Torah. What the Torah is that which elevates the learner of Torah. That's the property of Torah. That's what we have. That's what it's called. We've been very big this year into the name of something. The name is its essence. Torah of her says hara means to conceive, to give birth. I love that we call the learner of Torah Ben Torah. Such a cool thing, a Ben Torah, son of Torah. He's been literally created by Torah. He's elevated and raised up by Torah and from Torah. It elevates the learner of Torah. It happens to be, I see a group of B'nai Torah came to Yeshiva this man, and there's a refinement. I see Ezra Grella, he's not here. He's not here right now. I see a refinement. Torah is Merayim. Person, you see it time and again. Person learns Torah, it elevates the mensch, the learner of Torah. It's Merayim Megadol. That's Pashut, the Kayak. That's what Torah has in it. So the Kavadat Torah, the deepest Kavadat Torah is to stand up for the learner of Torah. So I want to express this a few days before Kabbalah Satira, the value of Torah that's Merayim Megadol, Sai when Mechabed Loimdei Torah, and Sai when we learn Torah ourselves, understanding this power of Torah.